that Aspect has to do. They have to start to crouch walk all the way to that kitchen side, which is going to buy a lot of time for AESIR to just regroup and just play a lot more common positions, as well as get a couple of crossfire angles.
Here's Red tucked into the corner. Bot spots him in a beautiful tap, puts it into a 2v3 quickly, getting things back into favor. Trying to fight their way here with Gizmo on the other edge. Another nade comes in from their side. Frag the flanker, and so that worry is gone, and it's really just now the focus down on to B site, a 2v4 ahead of them with
Bot trying to hold that angle inside of bedroom. We have Pete coming in, Plunge able to find Gizmo, has fall down a bond to a 1v3, but Tech9 Jr. there to shut it down as AESIR's going to get that first round here on Arctic.
Fence.
Yeah, there is no stim on that side of Aspect, so both of those players are in fact going to be stuck at those remaining HP. You know, Gizmo and Solo. Well, but Hotline's able to take down Gizmo, dropping that EMP on that floor, so that has to be retrieved. But yeah, enough time there. You talk about utility. Just look at that health syringe. Hotline's able to go back to 100 and, you know, able to play a lot more risky now. Every time that Aspect goes for that wall and try to open up a wall, AESIR just knows to just back off, let them come to you. As you see Plunge taking out Solo, Hotline able to take down Gravy, but the EMP plant is going to start, but Red's going to end it. Angel's the last one alive, but Red's going to end it there, as it's going to be a 2-0 lead for AESIR on this map. And they still have both of their syringes.
Yeah, that's huge. That's probably the most important carry through.
See how each team decides to approach each situation. As you see that drone there coming in, able to spot Tech9 in that gym area, as that drone gives that indication that there is going to be most players. A Solo whip from that window, able to take down Tech9, as that's going to clear out a good portion of that map control. Now Gizmo and Angel trying to take a couple shots across. Gizmo does the cross, but determined stops it midway. So Nate there trying to back off a couple players. But as we've been talking about, they've just been, you know, such a strong team. AESIR is just denying any type of approach, as the drone's going to be able to spot a couple players. Incendiary grenade trying to stop the turn, but ends a bit short, as now Aspect are going to try and attempt to open up this gym wall.
It's so clever how they have their lines lined up here. I'd love to break this down in a later analysis video or something, but Determined Fear watching one corner, Hotline with the other, and then Plunge firing through the wall, through the doorway specifically, so that these shots are effectively applying pressure into a space that maybe Solo, or like you saw there, one of the other attackers would like to tuck into. A nice flash comes in, Gravy scoops up one, evening the odds with 3v3, and we're in a minute 40 left on round 3.
A minute left. And old Gravy drops that EMP, but Solo's there for that refrag as well. 2v2, Solo able to get 3. No, actually no, 2, but he has 3 kills in his bag. It's all down to Red into a 1v2. The EMP is dropped, so there's a little bit of time, but Bot through that vent, able to take down Red, as Aspect will get their first round. Get that EMP plan, get some extra money.
Absolutely huge. And push into this B site.
Yeah, but the time's actually on them. The pressure's going to start.
30 seconds.
Now there's 30 more seconds left. Flashbang tossed, but the static field is actually going to be standing in that way. So a lot more time is going to be bought for that side of AESIR. They're able to clear that out. But now they're going to have to hard commit to this. Tech9 Jr. trying to buy some time. The plant's going to start. Solo able to find Plunge. Hotline tries to swing and ends up getting punished for it. As the EMP goes down. The difference with this patch is that it is no longer 1 minute, it is 45 seconds. I don't think it'll be matter, as Tech9 tries to swing, able to find one, but immediately goes down, but it's all down to Red, as in just only on 2 HP plus that Taurus. And 4 players left alive in Aspect, there's nothing that Red could do.
Well, they could catch an amazing 1v4 headshot blast with the Taurus, but no, Bot shuts it down. Red is denied the opportunity for the clutch, and Aspect have tied things up here on map number 1 on Arctic. And playing quite serious this afternoon, as I would imagine, with Season 2 just kicking off here. And you want to start your potential chance at a LAN with a season win, or with a week 1 win. You do not want to start things off with a loss. And at the very least, you want to keep things close, as Hotline opens up with an early kill onto Angel, cutting the Aspect down to just 4.
EMP dropped as well. As Hotline's gonna go for that peek again. You know, we talked about the and look at the overall coordination coming in from AESIR. You can see Determined and Hotline gaining that crossfire. That way they know that there is just no possibility for a Hotline to just get swinged from the other side and, you know, not be ready for it.
On the other side of the site, Old Gravy trying to work their way up quietly towards B while the action unfolds between Solo and Hotline. Gravy does catch Tech9. A nice nade tossed into the doorway, gets Hotline down to a 1 HP, but they're still here and still a threat as Gravy scoops up a second.
And Aspect is converting it. Oh, there's no way Red gets 3 and Determined has such a good opportunity to just maybe get a swing, but that nade there gonna tip off a couple of Aspect players, knowing that there's gonna be a couple on that deck. A swing of Free Fire, Solo's gonna peek, ends up getting Determined. Sponge in that corner on the other side, just waiting for a peek, but on the other side, Angel's able to take down Tech. EMP's gonna be retrieved as he gets a lot more fun in as Old Gravy catches Plunge, trying to rotate to that side. Gizmo able to take down Red as it's all down to Hotline into another 1v4. Now, the question is, can he be like his teammate Red and just, you know, pull off what's kind of unexpected?
Swings in, catches the final kill, and Aspect lock in a huge offensive round on the board. Tie things up in the first half, 3-3. And the pistol round keeps things quiet here for now as Hotline slowly inches their way closer and closer. The duo here with Plunge on their shoulder, pushing up towards
Gravy is in
Old Gravy.
such a bad spot.
Or a good spot if they can spring the right
if
trap.
they don't spot him. Oh, that's kind of ugly to see. Tech9 ends up shutting it down. Gizmo finding 2 before he falls. It's back to another 2v2. Hotline finding 2 as well. It's all down to Bob, but he's 1 HP. Nothing to do with Hotline. It's good for 4. EMP plan to get that extra cash as well as it's going to be 4 rounds here for AESIR.
That's
Side of AESIR has made that decision to kind of do a split push. You can see Plunge as well as Tech9 able to break their way into these a lot more lower sides as Tech9 and Plunge. They enter the pit of hell as they immediately fall down to Gizmo as it's 5-3. Now AESIR, the rest of the members didn't even make their way into the building.
No, it's a rare moment of maybe miscommunication, like lack of coordination, who knows, but the duo was not ready. Hotline comes flying in with the rifle, and they'll lose that rifle bite into Old Gravy's hands with 3 left alive on Aspect. This could be the complete reversal that you do not want when you do make a committed investment into a round like this. Red has to get this thing back, and they won't, because Gravy will find the shots as they swing the corner, and we're tied up 4-4 here out the gate. Aspect they either buy it for the bottom of their friends or bought out of the attachments. Either way, they'll open things up with a nice early kill, and that could be a rifle into the hands of Hotline if they drop through the window and scoop up the gun off of that downed defender. I don't know if they had one in hand considering how aggressively they were positioned, but we're into sight already, into the action as Tech9 flies down, and Old Gravy tucked into a short corner, scooped up one, can't get the double, quickly refragged by Red.
And there you can try to see the Tech9 try to snap peek there, where you try to use snap through to your advantage, maybe just bait a couple of shots, but bomb site, they're pushing through kitchen. Now they're going to try and push into the lounge area, but they're going to be running into Angel, who is in that green hallway.
Oh, and Angel finds the quick tap onto the head to scoop up that kill. There, and ooh, a dodge out from Plunge. It doesn't quite catch the kill there on to Angel, and a nade toss that comes in. Doesn't quite catch Plunge out as we get closer and closer to some big kills, but still 2v3 for AESIR, and Aspect holding the line. Hotline goes and finds up one there. Solo, for some reason, peeking out. They had a 3v2 advantage, but now it's all even, and the push still here on B site. Over, the clock does tick down. 40 seconds left on it for them to work with. And Solo will catch a trip mine in the late stage with 30 seconds left. That's worst case scenario, I think. They'll open up the wall, and ooh, huge guesswork through the wall. Almost catches Plunge. Plunge will up that wall, though, and get an opportunity to push into B-side spots there. And almost catches their demise. Angel will swing out, and great coordination from the duo to put another round on the board for Aspect. And for the first time on Arctic, and for the first time in Season 2, Aspects take the lead here, 5-4. But it's not going to be easy, and the time is ticking down. 1:20 left on the clock for round number 10 here. And only 2 more left to go.
Oh, good nade.
First map, a great toss in. Does force some rotations, but another even better one on AESIR. Catches big damage done. More nades following up, and that one at least catching some damage done onto Solo. But in comparison, they have health syringes over on Aspect. They have multiple, so they should be able to quickly heal up.
Oh, there's a tripwire. Good bait coming in from Plunge. P, in fact, trying to play time, but look how much time Aspect has bought by just defending them. As side fields can be taken away, but with only 40 seconds left, they are on that bomb site. But Old Gravy's able to shut down Plunge. Here's finding Red. Hotline with that Viper, as well as Determined getting
Hotline.
to Hotline there. As look at that 0 to hero, as now the Vezins are in AESIR's hands. It's down to a 1v2, all on Angel to try and force this map point. But the EMP is going to start, and that's going to be a post-plant situation for Angel.
What a tremendous push in, and I said it before. The eco rounds, you can never count them out with top teams like this, and that's just good quality coordination. Everybody finding the key kill, and quick, I mean, so quick for Hotline to get the Vezin into their hands. Just really exceptional play from the AESIR squad, as you would expect. That's how you get to be a top team. As Angel pushes in and tries to clutch things up, Determined Fear only getting a bit of HP damage. Angel seemingly expecting the duo there down the long side, and they need to get this EMP defused. The time is ticking, and the force bait catches the kill out. Man, that EMP timer is going to be a big element this season, I think, Heritage. That certainly felt shorter, and the pressure was on a lot sooner. Jim waiting to push their way through. And some quick guesswork. To draw some fire out, and there's the opening. Here's the push. Everyone collapsing in. Gizmo still tucked in. Doesn't get flashed. There's the connect with a double kill that they fly through and catch. A massive cleanup there on the entry point from Gizmo. They'll go down from Red, but not before absolutely wreaking havoc. Another kill getting scooped up as the rest of this AESIR team comes flying in. Aspect getting picked apart on defense, and it's a Solo and Bot to find the 2v2.
That vent there as the tournament falls in is such a powerful position. Talk about being on low HP. Solo and Red getting a bit of exchange, but Red does have that EMP, but Red is stuck. He is stuck in a very bad position. And now Red knows that there's one player behind him. He can't stand up. He's unable to go off a crouch. He's going to make the swing on the Solo. But Solo, with a good flick there, able to shut it down. It's all down into a 1v1. Is that possible? Lands that thing, but the range is too far. Solo's crouched behind that. Now there's 50 seconds left. The peak, the cloaking device, spots Solo, a pre-fire. What is there to do? Hotline has a lot more options, but a lot less time. Oh, there's 13. That's his last mag. This is last mag. Hotline finds it and gets that 1v2. As now AESIR is on map point. That 1v2 clutch to make it there and force that map point on Arctic, and that plan too. So that's gonna be some extra. AESIR just decides, we're just gonna 5 rush this. We're gonna 5-man rush this. We don't care about anything. They have that opportunity to just close this map out. But from that overall approach, and well, it's like with that door open on that side of a blue garage, they might opt to take it a little bit slow.
Ooh. Gravy on the hunt on the bottom floor finds one. That's a big start to the round because, like you said, they don't have a great arsenal, so maybe scooping up a rifle, getting it into your team's hands is a big advantage. Hotline goes down to only 10 HP and continues to challenge before they do get any heals coming down their way. I don't think actually they have one in the area, so Hotline has to completely redirect where they are, get over to Plunge, who has the syringe, and heal themselves up because they cannot continue to challenge a doorway at 10 HP. Gizmo here with the Knut in hand. Found a double kill last round with it, and they're lingering here. Over by AESIR, waiting for Tech9 and Hotline to push their way in. The smoke comes out, but ultimately doesn't draw Gizmo out, and it seems to be the play is here on this site. Aspect have the player advantage. If they can capitalize on this, they can end up kind of pinching behind this offense as Gizmo catches one with the Knut. It's Tech9 and Plunge alone in the 2v5.
And 2v5, 30 seconds left. The time pressures as well as that flanks there. Angel with that Taurus. One tap, Tech9 in the dome as Solo hits that flank, and that is the map. No winners there. It looked like AESIR had it, but then it slipped away from their hands.
They've tucked in to the objective, and they toss a nice nade. Try to get it to the doorway, can't quite place it where they want. A counter nade comes through, gets a nice little bounce off the top, and doesn't catch Beastark, who stays tucked in. The full press from Aspect coming in here as Beastark battles their way. A great nade from Jehui as Beastark swings for a kill themselves. Keeping things alive, they can't fend off the EMP plant, which does come through. And now it's a 3v1, make it a 2v1, make it a 1v1. Gizmo trying to fend off the rotation from Jehui, and now the battle over the center, and Jehui clutches it for AESIR. A big pistol clutch that puts them up with a round win and an EMP defuse.
Yeah, and the 1v3, yeah, show the celebrations there. Someone make that a GIF. Someone tell one of the moderators to put that as a sticker, because that is memeable. Yeah. And he's able to deny any type of push as long as, you know, Aspect it is just so easy for Aspect to just run up and just line up for Hotline.
Oh, still taps the back forward. Gravy there. Red could be a threat from that top floor as they do manage to catch one out. Hotline flies out of the corner, does get scooped up by Solo, who finds a quick rifle. Beastar catches the kill as Red flies down from the balcony and now reinforces the AESIR defense. Angel with a nice pickup will get quickly refragged, and it's a 1v3 with Gizmo without a shotgun in hand, needing to clutch things up here as Jehui spots them. Gizmo forced out of their position, forced into a fight with Tech9 and forced into a kill. They need a 1v2.
1v2, Gizmo getting shot through that wall. Now, there's just a selection of guns to think of. Gizmo has to go for that Taurus. Maybe land one headshot to just maybe just even things out. But 45 seconds left. EMP is in that living room side. Jehui just shooting through that table. Hopefully just land one hit marker and just give out that information to Beastark. Now Gizmo just camping in that corner with 30 seconds left. Now Gizmo has to make this push, but Beastark's might be ready for this.
Might be ready for it. There's the first kill. Gizmo not ready for the flank, and there is the pinch. That's the value of having one extra defender alive, but it's only the roof landing on the floor here, where Red would be in a normal defensive spot. Angel catches a huge kill. Now Jehui has to reinforce nades and ultimately be really kind of open for entry here.
Look at the progress that Aspect has made so far. They have full control of this long hallway. So nade's going to be tossed a bit short. They do have bridging foam on that wall, but it's just a matter of time when they want to open it, as they are going to do it as Hotline does get spotted in the open. Old Gravy able to take down Hotline. It's down to a 3v5. Beastark being that lone defender inside that server, getting shot through the wall though, but there is so much pressure on Beastark, there's nothing he's able to just do. The smoke coming in, it's going to be a double smoke show from where it is, but that's going to give Old Gravy the clearance to try and get the EMP down if they're going to be able to.
Yeah, they cannot see through these smokes. Tech9 and Jehui denied vision as Tech9 flies through the smoke, catches one, gets quickly punished. Jehui alone has had some big clutch rounds before, but a 1v3 with an EMP plant down is definitely a tall order.
Yeah, good luck trying to get this EMP plant, especially where it's planted for. You get that up on the wall, you could just go out towards that window side, play a really dirty pixel peek, and it is just very, very difficult to try and defend as Jehui is able to find Old Gravy. But that time winds down, the time pressure's there. There's just nothing that Jehui is able to do, especially on 17 HP. Tries a big pixel peek. Angel ends up short. Now Aspect get their first round on board.
4 is not a bad space to be, considering the investment that was put into this round. Any kill that gets connected by AESIR is a bonus in reality, as you don't really anticipate to get the round wins with so little on the weapon front. But as I say that, Jay Huey finds the first. A nice nade comes in. The flank coming through here from Hotline. Jay Huey with the second. Angel gets flanked. They'll go down. And just like that, Gizmo's alone. In a 1v2, albeit, but still alone on the offense. And they'll go down to Hotline, who scooped up a rifle off of one of their players they've killed and finds the final kill. AESIR alive and well. 3
of Aspect. That's gonna be able to have Tech9 Jr. kind of retreat. Now the wall can open as Tech9 was caught in the open. Immediately, that's gonna be the first one there. Hotline all the way in that barrier, but I think it'd just be one frag grenade to just back them off. Hotline able to take down No Gravy, does get a second, as it's down to a 4v3. Gizmo is gonna try and repeat, maybe get that kill, but you're down a player and you haven't made your way to near any of the bomb site, as Red's gonna get that pinch as well. It's down to a 2v4, and Aspect just has nothing to do.
Well, they didn't buy big into this round either, so not a tremendous loss on the economy side, but they do get picked apart here. And the trio of AESIR left alive with just Solo alone, and they'll go down to Red's rifle. 4-1 right now on map 2. AESIR should and is seemingly worrying this Aspect offense.
Yeah, the nade there. B-Stark's gonna go down, as that's one less defender to worry about. Flashbang is not able to find Red, though. That's gonna be the main defenders there, as we see Hotline as well trying to defend on that cloth side. But actually, the side of Aspect, they're actually gonna wrap the other way. They're gonna start to open up for A here. Bot's just able to freely rush in with that EMP. He's gonna try and stick this plant.
Nice pick up there from Gizmo through with the Omen. Keeps things close. Jay Huey did catch that kill on the bot, though, and the EMP did get planted, but not fully. They need to get the last few ticks, and Gizmo's nervous about jumping in there because Hotline's tucked in and is defending from that tight corner. So if there's any utility, any nades that Hotline has, it'll come right on top of Gizmo trying to punch in that code, trying to get those last couple of ticks on the EMP. Red's holding on the backside nicely as well, so Gravy and Solo don't have an easy entry, and they're low on HP, but timing is everything. As Gravy and Solo come flying in, Gravy goes down, Solo still here, the plant comes through, but now it's time for the defuse, as Red knows the push is coming in from the backside from Solo. Red reaches over, trying to get the defuse, and Solo goes down. Red will get it, and another round for AESIR in the books.
If progress coming in from AESIR.
Yeah, they've got all of the hatches opened up. The push is coming through with Hotline and Red making their way into the base. Grady springs out to catch the first kill of the round, and it's a nice opening for the Aspect on defense. The coordination a bit off as they aren't entering in through the hatch at the same time as they're pushing here through the doorway. B-Stark needs to drop down and reinforce.
Gizmo has such a good opportunity for this frag grenade to just go through. Just Old Gravy needs the call. Gizmo with that frag grenade. Trying to find one as Old Gravy's there for that second kill as well. Old Gravy gets that second as B-Stark tries to lurk. As it's all down to Jay Huey in a 1v5. He has pulled off a 1v3, but can you add an extra 2 on it? Does find one, but it's going to be the pinch from Angel just to rush outside of that gym garage. And a little bit of a response back to Jay Huey. Yeah. As now it's going to be 2 rounds here for Aspect.
Map 2, which will take us to a map 3 decider, which would certainly be exciting for our first series of season 2, but we can only dream here. Okay, a great nade toss comes in, forces Gravy to push forward, but a convenient smoke denies vision and opens up an opportunity for Gravy to find a blind shot through that smoke. Solo will catch a kill from the stairs out onto one of the main entry points, and it takes AESIR down to just 3 in that garage space. Aspect full on health and comfortably defending their bomb site.
These peaks a lot more dry. They won't have any type of utility to, maybe get himself a little bit of advantage. Comparing that deficit to a Vesson or an Omen. There are still 5 players on that side of Aspect.
Tech manages to swing in. It's the foam onto the wall. Not before taking a bit of damage, but does crack it open, finds the kill. The rest of AESIR trying to work their way through, but threatened by...
Yeah, 1 minute left. Solo's gonna start this rush, and they're just gonna try and make this peak. As Old Gravy is able to take down B-Star, yes, that's the EMP. Solo with that pinch, able to take down Jay Huey, as it is gonna be 3 rounds there. Now, the question is, but look at the sprays coming in. Angel's actually on critical HP, but Angel already used his stim, so that he's gonna be out for a while before he's able to go back in. But Red able to spot a couple of these tripwires, pushes in. Gizmo finds one. Gizmo gets that second with the Kanai. This might be the best gun. This could be the best gun ever. It might be even better than the Vezin. We probably just maybe blindsided it, as that's also the EMP down. This patch, so the recoil is a lot less and it's a lot more controllable. Maybe it's a lot more good on these 4 spies as Hotline tries to drop, immediately shut down by Solo, as it's down to a 3v2. B-Stark falls as Jay Huey finds one, but with no stim and just a Vez in hands and only 20 seconds, I think you might as well just save the gun.
Yeah, that seems to be the play. Every point matters, every dollar matters, every round matters when it comes to Season 2. And Jay Huey's going to hold on to this rifle in the 1v2, not try and challenge or get over aggressive. They'll allow the round to go into Aspect's hands. And
I think I've been saying over time that I think Aspect has just been a lot more dominant now. Maybe they're obviously a lot more comfortable on that side of defense, as it's going to be a wave of bullets being shot through that garage side as well as B-bomb. They're able to clear out Angel on that power position of trying to get behind that counter. It's so devastating, and now AESIR no longer have that pressure.
Yeah, they worked them out quite nice with the coordination with their rifles. Now that push should be coming in. 50 seconds left on the clock. There's no rotation to A coming through at this stage. B is on the menu. A nade and a kill for Hotline with a double to open things up, and Aspect's down to just 3 as the smoke comes in on the backside. Tech9 and Jay Huey pushing in as Jay Huey tries for the plant. Angel finds the double though, and the plant gets denied. Solo scoops up another. It's suddenly a 3v2, making a 3v1.
This is the flank that the side of AESIR had to worry about. They weren't expecting Solo. That ends up giving it a pinch, as Red has to push through with 20 seconds and Angel there, as we are tied 5-5. There is just an incredible comeback. They're able. Yeah, on the side of AESIR, they're going to be starting to approach. They're able to open up this garage wall, so they are going to start with the more direct approach. Their toss, the static field actually goes the wrong way. I think Angel just wanted to maybe, and stop that pinch, but now he gives it there. But Tech9 is actually able to take down Ball with that frag grenade. Kind of clear it out. Now look at the utility dump coming in from both teams. They want to try and land this cross. Tech9 gets in, but the smoke falls. The flashbang as well does not land, only lands on Gizmo, but you have to take out Angel. He's the one defending the site. He's able to just deny this push into garage.
That is giving away these rotations from AESIR and keeping Aspect ready and waiting to defend the proper bomb site. A definitely is the play here, and it has to be with 20 seconds left. Red has to push in and get this plant now before the clock ticks down. 10 seconds, 12, the push comes through. They have to get the 3-6. Gravy catches the shoulder. Red tucks in and gets the EMP plant.
Yeah, but now Jay Huey alone in a 1v4. The push is there. Jay Huey gets one, but immediately falls to Solo. They're able to get that defuse, and now they're on map point.
Aspect
play for a while, but Hotline with that it will take down Gravy. That's one of the factors to force this tie, but the smoke, they're gonna go live. Now that's gonna block off a couple of angles, but I think that was actually more of a disadvantage on that side of it. But actually Aspect's gonna find two. The EMP plant is actually gonna go live, but Solo from that top. You can't let that lurk just happen, but Hotline able to take down Gizmo. It's all down to Solo in a 1v2. But the question is, can Solo land that 1v2 to get that map win? Or will it be AESIR to force another draw and force us to a map 3 decider?
I mean, we're going to map 3 regardless to figure out how this series ends. So it's definitely different if Aspect are the winners here or not. 6-6 for map 2. We're dead even. Seems to be where the play is coming through.
Yeah, they're able to start that breaching fall. But the nade there, Tech9 tries to rush in, but didn't realize the grenade there to end that run short. He was about to run a marathon, but ended up going for a sprint. It's now Solo on that lurk, finding red. It's actually going to be a double lurk as Gizmo's able to find Hotline. J Huey rushing in, able to find Gizmo, does get that second. Now down to a 2v3, the shots there. We see Determined Fear trying to find at least one pick from that hallway. But the EMP is actually on the barricade wall, but it's actually going to be defended by Bot.
Yeah, Bot is here holding things down. J Huey is on the short corner, though, and they'll catch Bot unexpected. Bot was not ready for someone to be inside sight. And a big kill there from Determined Fear. We'll put through a 1v1 and a trip mine. Was that a nade? A trip mine? That was a trip mine.
I think that was a trip mine.
Where was it?
Where?
Was it on the...
I think it was...
I think it was against this wall. And...
Opening up that window as well. I think it's just one more breaching foam to maybe... They can maybe try and make this attempt to go for that other wall inside of B site and fully expose this B bomb site and make it very, very difficult for the side of Aspect to maybe play retake.
Just a wall separating these two, as Gravy also holding things down. Angel finally finds a kill that comes through and opens things up, and Gravy will peek out for a kill themselves into the bathroom. Getting rid of this AESIR attack, it forces J Huey back, and Tech9 retrievable. They've rotated over to A site. Maybe try and draw this Aspect team away from where that EMP is. And, ooh, they run into a little more resistance. They're expecting Solo finds one for their troubles, or goes down, excuse me. Angel finds one for their troubles, and it's still in the favor of Aspect with J Huey alone with a Spectral in hand, trying to clutch up a 1v3.
1v3, but not expecting Angel to ox J Huey and easily a second round for the side of Aspect.
For the future.
Yeah, heading into the future, we could probably see a lot of more stuff. Maybe like adjustments to the gun tray, adjustments to how it works. As Gizmo is actually gonna swing and actually catches Tech9 off guard, trying to start to maybe set up for this B rush, but that's gonna be a breaching foam down as that wall is gonna be still in progress.
Yeah, the server room site definitely the play for the AESIR squad here as they get that foam down and start to work their way towards B site. Bot, Gravy, everyone is set up here, and Determined Fear catches another. Things close into a 4v4. And the push Hotline somehow manages to get all the way up. EMP getting planted, suppressive fire denying the rotation, and Hotline finds the kill. They'll swing for Gravy. Gravy will scoop up one. Red on the backside, looking for another, and Gravy goes down to J Huey, flying through the doorway the first round for AESIR, and maybe the only one they'll need on offense gets locked in.
They're not going to have someone on that window, so maybe they just want to play for pitch.
Opening up here, Solo catching the first kill. Gizmo tucked in with the Omen. Maybe we're going to get aggressive, but that will be punished. Hotline finds the kill. Determined Fear picks up a nade on the Bot, and the push on the B side is free and easy as J Huey scoops up another kill, and they'll get that EMP plant before Solo or Gravy have any real time to respond on their long rotation onto the flank.
Yeah, and the push there is now. The EP is back into that post plan, and now that we see, I've said it before, now they're just able to take this momentum and absolutely swing with it, unless old Gravy's able to find one, and Solo gets that as well. It's all down to Gravy into a 1v2 with Red swinging Solo, but there is a lot less time to work with. Old Gravy has to push in, has to clear these corners. As the side of AESIR, all they just gotta do is camp and play off audio queue, as that's what they're gonna do. As J Huey gets old Gravy, that's gonna be 2-2 here on this map.
the slice, looks for the shoulder, but Gizmo is tucked in just barely enough so that they are denying that vision through the window. And how long is Gizmo gonna wait? What a toss.
Hey, that was such a good grenade.
That's not easy. That is not easy. Gizmo's this Canutt tucked into the tight corner, waiting where nobody expects them, and they'll catch another kill. But the Canutt almost gets a second. Jay Huey cleans things up just a touch, and now it's a 2v1 in favor of AESIR again. Bot has to clutch this one up with a Viper in hand.
Viper in the hand, and then a 2v1. Jay Huey is just lurking there, and with the Vezin, the gun difference is there. There it is again. It's gonna be 2 to 3.
Shot down before the rest of AESIR push their way in.
Smoke there to maybe deny an overall angle. But I'm surprised that they just look at that. They don't have map control. Aspect don't have it, and look what happens. They end up losing one, but it doesn't matter. Flash being tossed into that A bomb site. But then they there has to force Old Gravy out of position. It does take a bit of chip damage. But they're going to be starting to set up for this wall here as well. But the question is, how are you able to make this overall approach onto the A site, especially when you're a player down?
Activates the camo, detonates the foam, opens up the hole in the wall, and Gravy's ready and waiting. Finds the kill. 2 come in from Hotline and Jay Huey, and it's a 2v2, a little over-aggression from Aspect, ending up hurting them a little bit there. Maybe not necessarily over-aggression. Hotline just flying in through that doorway and finding some kills, and now finding Gravy, finding Gizmo. No, Gizmo finds the double themselves and clutches it for Aspect to tie up the first half.
On A, the rest are lurking, as you see the window right there. As now you can start to see this rotate. Now the wall is open, that denies that line of sight. Frag grenade toss, make that double, but it ends up short. But it actually finds Angel that tries to walk down that stairway. Now Jess has to make this peek, but now there's 3. Hotline tries to push it. Now actually no, Jess is gonna swing in. Hotline finds 1. Jess gets 2, but the flank from behind. Determined Fear in 1v2. But he runs out of ammo. That's going to be Aspect to get that first round on the offense.
Huge. The first round is vital. It's an EMP plant on the board, a round win in there. Creeping and crawling around to the back end of this offense.
You know, I'm not sure if they have it. I'm not sure if the read or the feeling is there. They're just going to make this advancement, just able to find Hotline. But I think that's going to force Red to make that pinch. They're going to start this. Acelo's going to start up to set up for this pinch and this push overall. Determined Fear able to find Jess, but immediately falls. But now the flank's going to come in. Red able to find Gizmo. As now they realize that there's going to be at least a minimum of 2 players onto this bomb site.
Stacked up Aspect has to move. They can't linger long. A self flash there onto Jay Huey slows things down just a touch, but not before Old Gravy finds some kills. The plant coming through. They'll get shot from the back. And it's up to Gravy and Angel to try and clutch this thing. Jay Huey's here. They drop for a beautiful shot. Gravy swings, getting slowed down by the static emitter and slowly damaged. Has to focus their attention to it. Still on A. Still full AP. Looks for the double and can't transfer.
He lost the Vezins.
Huge kill. It's a huge kill. And Jay Huey and Red come out with Vezins on top. Red can't believe it. What is the play? Like have to make something work. They got to find some bigs here. They get a couple of rifles into the hands, and there's the first. Angel down in radio room. Hotline down next. Could spell disaster for this defense from AESIR. 2 rifles easily scooped up by the Aspect offense, who desperately needs them. A huge swing overall as Red finds a nice flank kill, but still a rifle into Old Gravy's hands of all people. Jess can also pick one up if they're so willing, and it will be a 4v3 advantage Aspect.
Yes, when they're going to try and push, but they can start to anticipate it.
There, and a good kill, a flash that blinds Jay Huey, but not before they find the head of Solo. Deter the push from flying in. Aspect do find Determined Fear, and Jay Huey will go down. Aspect keep the lead alive. A huge second offensive round with a plant on the docket as well. It's a lot of cash into their pocket. They're up unfolding here on B site already. Utility and flashes coming in, and Hotline's doing a bit of deterrent. Red finds a huge flank up the stairs for a double to the backs of 2 Aspect attackers, and that puts AESIR into a comfortable 5-3 advantage. Red will drop back to defend off of that successful peek.
So now there's not only pressure from the forward angle, but now they have to worry about this flank.
Good pickup from Jess. They're looking for the second. Hotline's there, and Jess has a slice of HP. They need support from Gizmo and the rest of the team as they come pushing in. The back end flank comes through, and the final kill connects for Determined Fear with a double to lock in. Another round for AESIR. 5-5, map 3.
Playing a lot more slow, but as always, Red is always lurking.
Yeah, and Red finds a kill and finds a double. Can he make it 3? No. Finally, Jess shuts it down, and at the very least, it's a rifle that Solo can pick up, so it does put them into 3-rifle territory if Solo can get over there and scoop that rifle up. I think Solo's on the other side of the map, though, so it really is up to Jess and Gizmo to do the main leg work here in terms of getting this A site open.
And Determined Fear immediately getting hit from that Cyclone, so they know where Solo's at, but they need to make this rotation. They have 1 minute left remaining, but I'm not sure if it's, you know, a good call of any. As we can see the side, AJ Huey does spot 1, trying to hit that cross. As Gizmo's actually able to block Hotline, that makes it even, but for so it's a collateral from Tech9 Jr.
And Determined with the confidence of having some players alive behind them. Tech9 flies the corner, catches the kill, and AESIR stare down the barrel of series win here if they can. Folks putting in their votes towards AESIR coming out on top this afternoon.
Yeah, it looks like it, but that could be the fall. And pray to your connoisseur votes that they stay at 100%. Hopefully that the 4v5 is possible from that side of AESIR, as Solo is able to take down Red, as that's that main lurker. They no longer have to worry about it, but now they have to worry about this forward pressure coming in from that side of AESIR.
They've got a decent setup here. All 5 alive. Nice control outside of A. No flank threat that will be coming in. Not to their knowledge, of course. Gizmo diligently watching for that flank, as is Solo. And they're going to open up A here. Again, with that 5v4 advantage, Red's flank really ending up. I mean, this is where you see the detriment and the danger of having one of those rotators and flankers extended out there.
In the smoke there, trying to find enough time. Grenade as well. Look at the utility usage from both teams. Angel's gonna swing, find one. Jess also finds another as well. Angel's good for 2. As it's all down to Jay Huey in a 1v5. As this could be the full collapse of AESIR. The swing good. Jay Huey finds 2, but it's gonna be Jess to close it out. And it is a full draw across the maps. It is a perfect 18-18. As that is, oh, you cannot start a week 1 like that.